making a video. It's been a bit less than a week since I got here. Been pretty interesting. I definitely think that I am able to make this situation work. Like, obviously there have been unexpected things, but it definitely is working out, and it seems like I could definitely refine it, get better at keeping the space, as well as the efficiency of where I'm staying. I definitely have to find a project that natural building or something. So before I decided to live in a vehicle, I hadn't heard of #vanlife at all, but of course I've encountered it now while doing research about other people living in vehicles. So in my last video I mentioned that I was looking for a Toyota T100, and down the line I would still definitely like to find one of those if possible, but for the time being, since I was living in the Salt Belt and didn't really have a massive budget, even though I was trying to buy like a 22-year-old car or truck, a 22-year-old truck, but the road salt kills. And about that time, my parents offered to give me this, since, well, it was my dad's car, and he's probably going to get a new one soon, I guess. I mean, yeah, this has like 186,000 miles on it now. Definitely got some rust of its own, although the frame is in surprisingly good condition. I mean, it's 2005. The only real thing that I notice is just the door likes to unlock itself. I think that I've pretty much got that down so that the temperament is sealed before I walk away. So right now I'm sitting on my bed. So I'll just yeah, you can see my feet don't even touch the back when I'm pretty short though. I'm like 5'6", 5'7". It really just seems to differ which tools I use to measure myself, or which surface I'm standing on, or just perhaps if I've been sitting a lot lately, getting all compressed by them gravities. Getting this vehicle, of course, it enabled me to actually leave where I was before and start like trying to live this way, so that I can at least start to get an idea of what I'm doing. And think that, well, since I got out here, I've seen so many Toyota 4x4s. I mean, I've seen the Toyota pickups, and like, I mean, I haven't seen as many of those, but I've definitely seen those even. So I've seen those, I've seen multiple T100s, all of them look completely clean, and I've seen so many 4Runners. 4Runner Central. Yeah, I'm in Boulder, Colorado. That's, I mean, it's 4Runner Central compared to Cleveland, at least. Or as my friend said, it's the motherland. Having this vehicle, as well as, of course, the opportunity to stay at my parents' house last summer and all the time before that. I mean, all the time before now, well, other than when I was traveling before, but all that time. And, you know, just last summer in particular, because it allowed me to save all the money that I was making during that time, and then still have a significant amount left over. I mean, after getting all the stuff that I need, the gear that I need for this. It's pretty dark in here, but I have a bunch of tools underneath the bed, as well as books and other clothes, like mostly my winter clothes, although there's some shorts and stuff in there, and I really need to get that rearranged. But yeah, a tent as well as the tools, and my hammock. So I haven't been able to try it yet, but you know. And then of course the camera right now is sitting on top of my kitchen thing. It's really just like a wooden counter that I made, and then it has 2 gallons of water underneath it, and then I have another 64-ounce jug that I use more to like just drink throughout the day, keep hydrated. This right here is resting right beside my big pouch of rice. Then there's potatoes, carrots, beans, some nuts left, and then of course all the food that I'm getting in exchange for helping out here on the farm that I am at right now. It's like more like a garden, a big garden. I also have this, you can probably see the corner of it, Coleman propane stove. I also have my main clothes box right now, which is on the seat that's behind the driver's seat. So yeah, right now I have it taking up, since my bed is out, I have it taking up all 3 of the other seats besides the driver's seat, since that one is pushed forward as far as it can go. But if I am not going to be using this necessarily, or if I need to take a passenger, I can just, this is in 2, my bed is made of 2 different boards, so I can just take one of the boards and put it in this space, and then move, I could potentially move all this stuff, all my clothes that are on this chair, into this space as well, and then have 2 passengers with me. And I would probably want to move the stove as well, so that the seat can go back further. I had all the stuff in this space before and it worked. It's just I've been using the bed, so I just left it out. Even when I was driving the whole way here, I just left it folded out because, like, why not? You could probably see that I have the Reflectix material in here. That definitely seems to help. I mean, I've used it while parking in just hotel parking lots. I've only parked in 2 so far. I didn't really even have a light on in here ever. I just basically got there as soon as I was about to go to sleep, put up all the Reflectix, faced my front with the store-bought Reflectix visor towards wherever people would be walking, and then tried to like have the back up against a fence or something and be kind of off to the side, you know, and somewhere that I'm not going to be getting in the way. Well, I definitely did the first time next to it, man. It was a pretty good spot the first time. This is a clip from then. So, I just woke up from my first night sleeping in the car. I'm in a tree right now that was above where I parked. It's a pretty interesting tree. It has quite a few branches all shoved together. But yeah, I parked at a Comfort Inn. No one bothered me. I got a full 8 hours of sleep. Woke up a couple times, having some dreams about what might happen if someone did bother me, but it was fine. My car is down over there. Can't really see it from here. A couple cars away. But yeah, I'm in Indianapolis right now, on my way to Colorado. I just brushed my teeth after waking up, and now I'm gonna eat a little bit of breakfast, I guess, and maybe play guitar some before getting back on the road. Well, guess I'll climb down from this tree now. Yeah, and then of course right now I'm just parked in a field in the middle of this garden, which has a pretty good view of the mountains. Like, it looks out literally over Boulder. pretty sweet. You can see the mountains quite well. So yeah, this car is pretty fun to drive. It's standard. It's not that fast, but straight shooting tutor. I've actually been wondering though about swapping out the 5th gear for one from 2005 Corolla, with the 5-speed I mean. I feel like the gearing on this car is what makes it so slow. It doesn't have to be that slow. I mean, it definitely is so light. I can feel it when I'm on a hill and just put it in neutral. It's, even with all this stuff in it, it's very light. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the engine has a lot more power than the gearing is allowing for. It gets up into the high RPMs really quickly, but like you could feel there's so much more power there. I don't know. It's the 1NZ FE, I believe is what it's called. I'll have to re-look that up. So I started drawing a map of this garden earlier today just to try and add some ideas that I had for, like, in particular, blocking the sound of the highway, at least partially, with a very thick nitrogen fixing hedgerow that will dump down from the ridge surrounding the garden into the property, if done properly. I mean, the nitrogen fixing would be on the inside, and you'd have a berry crop. Then a layer of probably alternating something like willows, thick hedges, and fir trees on the top of the ridge, and then coming down the other side, brambly hedges. Could even have them for wild animals. So my camera that I was recording on last night died while I was recording. The batteries that are in that camera are rechargeable batteries, but I don't have a recharging station for it. I haven't used that camera in a long time. I just found it while I was cleaning to pack. So anyway, I'm just using my phone now again. Well, I just woke up about 15-20 minutes ago. It's pretty rainy here today. It was pretty rainy last night too. This is my first day off, other than last Sunday when I got here. I didn't have to work then, but I've just been working about 5 hours, including lunch break, for the past week, during the week. And just, working on the farm, doing a lot of mulching, spring cleanup type stuff, digging out big weeds, just weeding in general. Yeah, a lot of mulching, filling a wheelbarrow with mulch and bringing it around. I like doing that though. I mean, just scooping up all that mulch with a bucket, digging through it with my hands. So after I woke up this morning, since my car is parked out here in the field instead of over by the house, I went to go use the outdoor composting toilet. Quite rainy out there, but that was fun. I really like this bubbler. Got it at the Glass House back in Northeast Ohio. But right now I'm smoking on this Gorilla Glue. I just have one of my windows uncovered and it makes it quite bright in here during the day, even without using this. It's actually a solar-powered lantern, the Suoki, I believe is what it's called. Works as a flashlight or a lantern, has 2 different brightness settings, and then a strobe effect. I just leave it with the side facing up during the day, sometimes, like, not even every day. Mountain cold, it beckons me, I have to run and let it be. Feel my feet upon the ground and fill myself up with the sound. I only know a couple trees
this, but I'm here, and I keep wanting more than this. That's the worst thing that I'm up to. See, the passenger seat is pushed all the way up, and then there's the driver's seat and the bed. There's the guitar case, hat, well, on a pile of clothes, on the box of clothes. This is like the kitchen. Well, this is screen material that I was going to add to the other window. I have a screen on this window, but it's not set up very well. But if I could have both of these windows open with the screens, definitely would be fine with a cross breeze. This is water and other kitchen stuff. I don't know if you can really see much back there, but yeah, there's a bag of rice. Well, I guess that wraps everything up finally for this video. If it stops raining, I'm probably going to try to go up by the flat irons. So, see ya.